Alright, everybody, picking up almost exactly where we left off last time, except I blew my nose. We're starting another level here. I am going to play as somebody else. Let's play as Shaho Yuan. In Dynasty Warriors 4, you start with Shaho Dun, Shaho Yuan, and Cao Cao. This dude has like lore setups, which is so cool. I respect that. Although we probably should have gone with the bow too. Huang's bow. No, we got a lot of use out of the wind scroll last time. Let's do charge bracer. Leave it at that right there. Oh, oopsie daisy. I am playing on an Xbox controller, so I can't always, in my mind, picture what button is which button. I know that makes no sense. I know it does. That's where I'm at. Oh my God, look at that health bar. That's beautiful. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, it is my day off today, and I'm having fun so far. I'm really excited. It's been quite a while since I've played me some good long sessions of Dynasty Warriors 4, so I'm probably going to play for an hour or two today, I think, and record a whole bunch of these, and I'm going to try and keep them daily. I like that. I think this is a good series, just because I got some screws loose and I talk to myself. These are the type of videos that I like to watch every day when I'm winding down from, you know, work or whatever, and I'm getting ready to go to bed, getting the nerves unscrewed. You know, sometimes I like to lay in bed and watch these videos. I know they say that's terrible. It's a terrible habit to get into, but I've been doing it for years. I like to watch YouTube. I don't know about you, and you can tell me, viewer, if you are so inclined. A lot of times when I'm laying in bed, even if I'm super tired, right, my body is exhausted and I'm hurting and I'm needing sleep, right? It's time. My brain will say it's not time to go to bed, and I start thinking about a whole bunch of shit, you know, stuff that, you know, was present, stuff that is past, just stuff that makes me anxious. Boy, that charge bracer is so good. Win. Shit. I'm gonna get this health not for me, but for Rocky. There we go. If you pick up health bonuses, it increases your bodyguard's health too. Right now, they are not the tanks that they will turn into later. We'll get them there. Something else. So, anyway, I didn't finish my point. See, I'm on a bunch of cold medication right now. I like to watch videos like these just as I'm laying there trying to sleep. Stuff that's, you know, let's be honest here, not of great importance, mildly entertaining. You know, something that I can just kind of vibe with. You know, something that's not high intensity that I can just enjoy. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to accomplish here. Whether if I'll succeed at that or not, I guess we'll find out. But if I upload them daily, for those that want to follow along, it'll be something for them to either have on in the background while they're playing, or, you know, something to watch while in bed, or whatever, you know. By the way, good luck at this. When you start the game, you don't have any, you know, horses that you can start on. And getting through this is possible. The winds up here, it's just not very fun to do. You gotta get the horse. But you can hug the wall and make it if you walk. But a very recent development for me. Uh-oh. I think I took the ability off that stops me from getting stunned from bows. Is, like I said in the last video, I work in meat department for a grocery store chain. Now, when I started, I was simply hired as a closer, somebody that comes in, grinds hamburger, wraps for the cutters, you know, people that cut the roast and the steaks. You know, as they finish them, you wrap them at the station, price them. Most everything is sold by weight. In America, we use pounds and ounces. So I did that. 6 months of doing that, nothing but that. I got promoted to running the seafood, which for the part of the world I live in, it does okay, not great. And I did that for a long time, and that's what I did. I helped with. I put it this way, because I can get into granular detail on this if I wanted to. You wouldn't care. I did everything except I could not cut meat. Well, then I was promoted to they call it just the position as meat cutter. You're not really much of a Milos, not much of a butcher in the traditional sense, because you're not really, you say you have a cow or a pig. By the time that it reaches us in the meat department at the grocery store, the cuts are already broke down. So they're like, I've heard of ribeye steaks, I'm sure. Good steaks. If you have a, okay, once again getting into granular detail, I'm trying my best to explain this in such a way that it won't bore you to death, but it's me rambling. Instead of us getting the whole cow, and we break it down into pieces and then cut our steaks, the cow is broke down, processed is the term that they use. They process the animal, and then they send us parts of it. Whole parts, mind you, and we cut the parts down. But that first step, you know, it's not like back in the day where you get like a whole section of the beast, and you break it down even further. It's pretty well broke down by the time it gets to us. So a whole ribeye or a sirloin, for example, which you cut sirloin steaks out of. So I can't do that, but I can cut all the cuts that you can do. I know how to trim them, and I know how to cut them and merchandise them and package them the right way and such like that. I can do that now, but from working the seafood, I was promoted to do that. And in a lot of stores in the chain I work for, they have what is called a service case, which is where you have a display of, you know, various stuff. And the size of these cases can differ depending on the store and the market that you're in. You can see these a lot in different grocery stores all over. But I took care of our service case as far as freshening up the product, cutting the product, you know, preparing the fancier stuff for it. Uh, and I felt I was pretty good at that. Well, I got promoted to where instead of working at the store I was promoted to being in charge of the meat department at another store because the manager was leaving. And for the last 2 weeks I've been doing that. And it has been very difficult, to say the least. I love the people I work with. There's a lot of people that don't get to say that, but I loved the people that I worked with, almost all of them. There was one guy who, for some reason or another, we got along great, and then he decided that he didn't much care for me. That's fine, I guess. I tried my best to be friends with him, but that's neither here nor there. Didn't happen. But a lot of those guys I was super, super friendly with. And I cried a little bit, telling one guy in particular who was the assistant manager. He's the only one that I worked with full time the whole time I was there. Other people came and went, you know. I even got a new boss. But the assistant manager that is actually still there now was the assistant manager when I started. And he was Rocky. I teared up telling him bye. But it's been interesting. I'll have more anecdotes about it next time. We're about done with this one. This is just not a very long level. The way that the story mode is set up, you cannot play every single level. Some levels can only be attained by skipping other levels. Damn. You really gotta slam that motherfucker on this difficulty. But if everybody once again is digging the series, I will just go in free mode and I'll play those side levels. Oh. Alright, get 9-8, son. Well, that seems familiar. Hogan ain't got no time. Fast forward. Alright, now pause this if you need to. Next time, everybody will do the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. But bye-bye for now. My DPI is set to 400.